NIOH or National Institute of Occupational Health. It is one of the ICMR institutes located at Ahmedabad. It is dedicated for research and training and technical innovation for the welfare of the workers' health. You know, India has more than 50 crores of people who are workers in various sectors, and more than 90% of them are working in the unorganized sector, for whom there is no social benefit and no other economic benefit on there. We have seen that those who are working in the organized sector, they have some kind of health structure. That means their occupational diseases will be taken care of. Whereas for the unorganized sector workers, there is nobody to take care of their occupational diseases. Common occupational diseases are, I am giving you examples: silicosis, noise-induced hearing loss, pesticide poisoning, heavy metal poisoning. These are the, and musculoskeletal disorder. These are the common occupational diseases prevalent in the country. And silicosis is the one of the most prevalent disabling occupational diseases. You know, silicosis, many of our unorganized sector workers, they are working in very unsafe and hazardous situations, and they are vulnerable to develop silicosis. Now, silicosis, once it is developed and fully developed and established, then you cannot do anything because there is no treatment, nothing. It is an irreversible process. Hence, our suggestion is all the workers who are exposed to this dust containing silica, they should be screened periodically. Periodically means at least once in a year for early detection of silicosis. We have already identified a suitable biomarker, that is lung protein known as CC16, club cell protein 16, which is in our experimentation, in our studies, we have found in an excellent biomarker. If somebody is screened periodically once in a year, it will detect at very early stage of silicosis. CC16, we are claiming it is a screening tool. It is not diagnostic tool because silicosis conventionally it is diagnosed by chest X-ray. So by this testing CC16, it will give you a hint that he is going to develop or already in the early stage of silicosis. Once somebody has developed silicosis through the screening tool suspicion, then he should be, the diagnosis should be confirmed by the existing chest X-ray. Similarly, we have also developed a transdermal patch which will help for detection of the excess lead level in the blood from the sweat. Transdermal patch means it's just like a small patch, just like Band-Aid. It will be applied over the skin and it will draw the sweat from the skin, and if somebody's blood contains high level of lead, it will come to the sweat, and from that sweat it will detect that it contains high quantity of lead. So this transdermal patch also this institute has developed, one of our scientists has developed. It will be very helpful for detection in the working place. Regarding hearing, noise-induced hearing loss, we have already worked. A lot of industries are there which produces very high sound. I am giving one example: shipbreaking industry in Alang in Gujarat. Our scientists, they have already started, and this noise-induced hearing loss is a constant problem there. Now we are working on it and we are trying to establish a biomarker for that, and we have found a protein which is promising. I cannot say it is 100% proven, but we are working on it, and in future we will be able to tell that whether it is a good biomarker or not. See, regarding workers' health and safety, particularly in this day, in the context of Corona, we must think of the health and safety of the healthcare professionals, because as we are seeing, the coronavirus is attacking more and more on us. Every day we are finding more number of deaths, more number of hospitalization. So doctors should be protected in best possible way, and other healthcare professionals should be protected in best possible way. Now, considering this, we are also trying to develop in collaboration with our partner. You know, there is one CSIR Institute, Salt Research Institute in Bhavnagar. They have developed a biodegradable disposable face mask and face shield. They have given that face mask and face shield to us for testing whether disinfectant has works it properly or not. So we are validating it and we are experimenting it whether after one single use they can be reused or not, treating with disinfectant. Today, particularly in the context of this coronavirus epidemic, we expect that there will be huge disposal of this face mask and face shield. If these are biodegradable, then definitely it will be eco-friendly and environmental friendly. So hence, biodegradable and reusable mask is definitely will be of some advantage, and we are experimenting to find some suitable biodegradable face mask, face shield. See, another important occupational diseases we must not forget or we must not neglect, that is mental health. Nowadays, many of us or most of us, we work under severe stressful situation which develops mental stress. So there is one terminology coined by WHO recently, the burnout, chronic stress and burnout. So to improve our efficiency and improve our productivity, all workers, today we have seen these unorganized sector workers, they are under severe mental stress and tension which needs to be reduced to improve their efficiency, to improve their productivity. So mental health should not be neglected, and there should be continuous surveillance for identifying chronic stress and the burnout kind of situations, particularly in the hazardous workers working in hazardous situations. Regarding occupational diseases, most of the occupational diseases are incurable if it is detected at late stage. So our emphasis must be for early detection. So all the diseases, particularly the common occupational diseases I have already told, like silicosis, like heavy metal poisoning, like noise-induced hearing loss, all the diseases to be detected at very early stage for prevention.